ChatGPT just launched a brand new image generator and it is absolutely crazy. In fact, this is a huge upgrade from the past generator, and right now they have the best image model that's available. And by the end of this video, you're going to know what the new update is, how you can access it, and everything that it changes. Okay, so that brand new upgrade we need to talk about is going to be ChatGPT Images 2.0. And as we can see right here, this is a new era of image generation, and this comes with a bunch of upgrades. Now, before we dive into those upgrades, I did want to show you how you can actually get started with this. Basically the same way that you use images right now in ChatGPT. Either one, you could click on this plus sign right here, and you could click on create image, and then you can actually see right here that it goes through what's new here. And if you click on this right here, it goes through all of the changes. So we could see image creation got a major update. It's faster, it's more creative, and it's better at getting the details right. Now, if we click next, we can see that you can now transform photos. So you could change selfies into headshots, remove backgrounds, or dramatically alter photos. You can make comics, you can make graphics, so you can see your life as a comic strip. You could make somebody a birthday card. You could create event invitations. In addition to that, you can now show your ideas visually, so you can make complex topics easier to understand with infographics and diagrams. And if we click on start creating right here, we could see that there are a bunch of ideas that you could actually explore. We could see studio headshot, we could see blueprint poster, nighttime flash, anime, comic, icon designs, fantasy newspaper, infographic poster, film strip, tarot card, enhanced photos, interior design. They have tons of different presets that you could get started with. And I don't want you to think that you're only going to be held to these presets, because of course you could do things that aren't a preset here. For example, let's say that I wanted to actually alter one of my headshots. I could come over here and I can do a search on my computer for headshot. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to drag this into ChatGPT right here. And we're going to say, make this headshot more professional and make me wear a suit. And then what this is going to do is this is actually going to transform this image. And as we can see right here, this is a brand new loading experience that we have. And in the past, ChatGPT image would take a really long time to create things, but now we could see that it happens much faster. It goes through, it sketches it out, and then it's going to create this new image. Now, just like that, this is done. Now look at this. This is actually pretty cool. We could see that this did an absolutely phenomenal job of making me right here. So this is going to be the original right here. Doesn't look professional at all, but now we have this incredibly professional background, and honestly, I think it made me look better than I look in the original one. A lot of times it really screws things up, but this looks insane. My teeth look the same, my eyes look the same, my facial structure, my hair. This is absolutely incredible. And from here, we could download this if we wanted to. We could see that we could very easily share it to X, LinkedIn, Reddit. We could download it, or we could copy the link. In addition to that, if we click on edit right here, they now have a bunch of different edit options. So if we come over here, we could see that we could select things, and we could actually drag things like this and then say, hey, edit this part right here. Or if we come over here, we could see that we could very easily change the aspect ratio now, which is incredibly helpful. And as we can see, there are tons of different aspect ratios. We have square, we have landscape, we have story, we have ultra wide, we have widescreen, we have landscape again, we have wide, we have standard, we have portrait, we have tall. And this makes it incredibly easy for us to actually be able to go through and change things. But I want to go through all the changes that are new here. Okay, so if we come over here, we could see that the first change that we have here is greater precision and greater control. So basically, Image 2.0 is going to bring an unprecedented level of specificity and fidelity to image creation. So it's not only able to conceptualize more sophisticated images, it also brings that vision to life way more effectively. And we could see several different examples of how it actually does this. For example, we want this to create a screenshot of ChatGPT in a browser in Mac. The user types this in right here. ChatGPT draws this. Now this is pretty insane as a use case right here. This literally generated an image, and this image is not real, of somebody's computer right here. And this is going to be crazy because guess what? I can now personally use this in order to create B-roll that otherwise would have never existed. In addition to that, if we come over here in a magazine collage, we can see this prompt right here. I'm creating a magazine page with the theme of visual polyglot. The title should be this right here, and then this goes through and generates this. Look at how sophisticated it is. Look at how many things are on here. Look at how many colors. Look at how accurate it is. Absolutely incredible. If we come over here, we could see a mound of rice, and again, look at this. This mound of rice looks really good. In fact, This looks hyper realistic, which really just shows how much better this model is. In addition to that, we could come over here and say Science Magazine, and then look at this. This literally looks like a paper magazine. It's formatted correctly. They have the date down here. They have the season. They have the year. They have the page. This looks incredible with nothing being messed up. Do you remember when we first got images with AI? The text was messed up. The formatting was messed up. Now nothing's messed up. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you here is a handwritten essay. Look at this. They even have the spilled water on here. This looks absolutely insane. And again, this is only the first change. We still have tons more to go through. Now, before I get into the rest of the updates and what they're useful for, I wanted to remind you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest changes in AI. I upload videos like this almost every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them. So the next change I wanted to dive into is that now ChatGPT image is going to be stronger across languages. So to date, their image generation models have been more consistent in English and other Latin script languages, but less precise beyond that, especially when text was complex or dense. But now we can see that this is incredibly accurate. So we can see right here, this was created in Japanese. It looks absolutely incredible. We didn't lose any detail. The text looks amazing. The text is accurate. And this is great. If we come over here to Indian bookstore, we could see the same exact thing. The text is accurate. The images are accurate. And I cannot believe that this is AI generated. This looks like somebody took this at Barnes & Noble in India, if they do have Barnes & Noble there. If we come over here to Chinese comic, again, the same exact thing. We could see how complex this is. We could see how good the logos look. We could see how good the text looks, and it's all accurate. In addition to that, if we come over here to Korean advertisement, we could see the same exact thing here. It really does a great job of capturing the mood, capturing the colors, and going through and having the text be accurate. And then again, we have this typography poster right here, which really just shows off how good this actually is, how accurate everything looks. And look at this. This actually shows off several different languages like Espanol, French, we have English, we have Chinese, we have Korean, we have Japanese. This looks incredible. Now, we scroll down a little bit, we could see that this also has a massive upgrade to the stylistic sophistication and realism. So if we come over here and show a candid shot, look at this. This looks absolutely insane. In addition to that, you also get the shot accurate right here. This looks incredible. Again, I cannot believe that this is AI generated. We come over to surreal portrait right here. The same exact thing. Look at this. He has a duck on his head. At least I think that's a duck. We have the dog here. We have all of this. Look at how realistic this looks. Even down to how his hands look. This right here looks a little bit messed up, but otherwise you really wouldn't be able to tell. But look at this. The dog's paws look incredible. Even the way that his pants are like wrinkled here looks incredible. The wrinkles in the shirt, this all looks insane. And even if we zoom in on his skin, it looks incredibly realistic. Now, if we come over here, we could see gritty cinematic realism. Again, this looks incredible. This looks like this is straight out of a professional Hollywood movie. We come over here to lecture hall photo. Look at this. Again, this is incredibly complex stuff. None of this is real. And I cannot believe that this isn't real. If we come over here, iPhone aliens. Again, this is kind of more of a fun one. It does look very real, but obviously not real. If we come over to fashion book right here, again, it's incredible how it is actually able to make things that we would see in the real world and make them look real, even down to the shadow that is showing off of this book. If we have disposable camera right here, this again looks absolutely insane. This looks like it is out of 2004. In fact, in 2004, I think people would be mind blown at what we have today. Then if we come over here, we can also see street photographs right here. Again, absolutely incredible. And this just makes people way more creative, and it's going to really blur the lines between what is real and what is not real, because it's kind of getting hard to tell. The next change that we have here are these different styles. Again, I want to begin to speed run through this. We have movie poster, we have mid-century pastel comic. This looks incredible right here. In fact, I'm going down to Miami actually after I record this video, and this really gets the vibe right. Modern indie comic, again, the same thing here. Character sheet, studio artifacts, looks absolutely insane, and there's so many different styles. In addition to that, I showed you this earlier, but they have flexible aspect ratio now. So we have like a basketball dunk time lapse, we have an iPhone Panamera, We have an Art Deco book right here, traditional Chinese painting, and we could see that there are tons of different aspect ratios that are being used here. In addition to that, this brings real-world intelligence, which is really big. So Image 2.0 brings a more up-to-date understanding of the world into image creation with a knowledge cutoff of December 2025. So this has more relevant and more contextually accurate outputs. This is especially important for generating things like explainers, educational graphics, and visual summaries where correctness and clarity matter just as much as aesthetics. And we could see that this goes through with a few different things that were created that contains different trends right here. So this is going to contain all of these different trends, and it's going to be more accurate. In addition to that, it also has a thinking model inside of ChatGPT. So the model takes more time, does more agentically behind the task to thoroughly understand and execute the task. And that's basically what made ChatGPT better here. And we could see that this has some pretty cool use cases like creating social media assets or creating comics or creating an infographic right here or things like this that are absolutely insane. And again, this can now go through and do all this. On top of that, we're going to see that GPT Image 2 is now going to be inside of the API. You're going to be able to use image generation inside of Codex, and you're also going to be able to sync this with Canva, Figma, Adobe, OpenArt, and this right here is incredible. Now, it does have some limitations that we want to go through right here. So doing things like really complex things, it might struggle with a little bit, but this is a massive upgrade, and we can also see pricing and availability right here. Again, this is a huge change. I am incredibly excited about this, and I hope you are too, because as I've showed you in these examples here, this is way better. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about ChatGPT's super app that they just launched, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through exactly what this new super app is and how you could use it to automate your tasks.